I think we'd all agree, Kendra, true or false, if you're a restaurant owner and you see that social post, you're scrolling, that gets your attention.
Hmm.
And if you click through and you land on a blog or land on an industry page that's like right away, like need cash flow, here's programs for restaurants. This has a higher likelihood of converting, but we've got to back up and say, okay, we're talking about Facebook here. And, I'm going to say, Kendra, I have 75 friends, or something like that. And, none of them are restaurant owners. Like, people have to be thinking
Right.
that,
It's
where does that leave you?
right. It's almost like, okay, so you just put this amazing tool in front of me. Like, you just put this great welder in front of me, Ryan, and a
Yeah.
welder can build something amazing, but I don't know how to use a welder. I don't know how to make something amazing out of that. So how are we going to take these amazing tools and be able to have each and every partner who's on this call use them to the best of their ability?
Yeah. Well, there's two things that I want you to understand. Number one, the people know people. I know it's a confusing statement, but I want you to understand something. So this is what I mean. Let's say that you say, okay, I have 75 Facebook friends. None of them are restaurant owners. Well, first of all, those 75 people seeing this, you don't know who sees it and is like, oh, my son is a manager at a restaurant, or my daughter works at a restaurant, or whatever the case is. And they forward that, they share that, they reshare that.
So
All
people
of those,
know people. That's what it
yeah.
means. Like the people know more people, and they're going to know these targeted directions that we're going in, right?
Absolutely. I mean, so let's take this restaurant one. I share it, 75 people. Now, out of those, a couple people heart it because they heart everything. And, we all know those type. Somebody forwards it over to somebody else and somebody like repost it. So now out of those 75, like 2 people have reposted on their page. You realize they each have like 200 friends. Okay. So already, I don't want to run you through some like marketing pyramid scheme looking thing, but you got to understand that like that's how social works. That's how all of a sudden you end up in front of hundreds and hundreds of people or thousands of people. So it's not, I guess I again want to say the people know people. So don't say
Exactly.
like, well, I don't know any restaurants. Listen, one of the biggest people you need to connect with in your community is like every realtor. Go friend them. Don't just follow their Facebook page. Like make a comment. If you see someone's signs around, friend them, comment on their posts, that kind of thing, and send this to them.
Exactly.
Because I got to guarantee that your local realtor knows like 5 or 6 or 7 restaurant owners. So the people know people. Kendra, I'll let you take the second one, but you're not limited to the people. You're not like, I'm not limited to my 75 friends on Facebook.
Right. It's called marketing, people. It's not called talk to only the people you know. It's called sales and marketing. So you're not limited to that. And one thing you just said that kind of ties in with this, we all live in communities, and there's always someone or something that's promoting themselves within your community. And
Yeah.
more often than not, they'll fall within one of our targeted scopes, especially if you're looking for it. So if you're looking for that local restaurant who's promoting themselves or what have you, reach out to them. Like Ryan just said, you're not limited to the people you know. You don't know them yet, but what's keeping you from knowing them, especially when you have something that directly relates to them or is specific to their industry?
Yeah.
That's called marketing. It's called getting out there. It's called getting your name out there. And now that you have all these tools to do so easily and seamlessly, there's no reason why you shouldn't.
Well, and I got to tell you, on these social platforms, you can do this in a targeted manner for
Exactly.
pennies. Okay. So you can go in and you can say, I want to contact the 500 closest restaurants to me, or I want to contact all the restaurants in Southeast Ohio, or whatever the case is. You can go in and target this, and you can do this through LinkedIn. You can do this through Facebook, and it's so easy to do. But we're not just saying that. We're going to teach you how to do it. And Kendra, that leads me to the next part of this. So, launching next week, we have a 4-part series called Masterclass. Now, I'm going to breeze through and tell you about all 4 weeks. And then Kendra's going to dive in a little bit and tell you about week 1, which is next Thursday.
So
Okay.
let me ask, this answers that question for everybody on the call who's like, that's great. That's awesome.
What do I do?
Awesome. But how am I going to do this? Right?
Absolutely. So in part 1, We're going to talk about building your premium social presence. Okay. How do you build your presence? How do you place ads? Things like that. In part 2, I'm going to teach you how to take those explainer videos and how to do targeted ads where you go get thousands of views. That's what you want, right? You want thousands or tens of thousands of views so that you can go get new clients with them. In part 3, Kendra's going to lead you through successful email campaigns. And I got to tell you, the girl knows how to get 40 and 50% open rate on email campaigns. So she's going to teach you how to go do that. And lastly, we're going to talk about SMS campaigns. We heard this back in the January broadcast. Josh talked to you about it a little bit, about how successful he's been with SMS campaigns and with his outsourcing campaigns and things like that. So those are our 4 parts. But right now, I want you to focus on next week, and Kendra, next Thursday, we're going to teach them how to do these things and talk about that a little bit.
Right. So I see like questions, and forgive me, I try not to be too distracted by them, but I notice questions that are coming in about, well, should I LinkedIn this, Facebook that? Great questions. And you're headed in the right direction. The place to get those questions answered is going to be Masterclass. We could be here for hours and hours and hours. And to be able to answer your questions and actually make it hit home with the tools you're using, we need to pull them into Masterclass. So those of you with questions need to be in attendance. And our first week, like Ryan said, is next week. It is March 16th at our standard time, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to cover premium social presence. You have got to have a social presence to be successful anymore. And I'm sorry, I know that can be a little bit forceful, but it's just the honest truth. So we're going to teach you how to build your social presence, the best way, best practices, what to do, what not to do, because there's some definite not to do's out there. Additionally, we're going to talk to you about how to get ranking with your social profiles. Don't ask me what that is. Don't ask me how to do it right now. Next week at 3 p.m. on the 16th, we're going to teach you how. Placing your ads to reach targeted audiences. You're like, wait, I have to do ads. I don't know how to attend next week. We're going to teach you how. This is a lot to learn. I myself had to learn it. Like, it's a lot to learn. And there's ongoing education that goes with it. We're going to give you the top rundown, everything you need to know to build your social presence. Even if you're already out there and you've been socially present, there's some big changes that have happened recently that you need to be aware of. And it is constantly changing. Let me tell you.
Let me center in on 2 things that you just said. Number 1 is that there's a lot of questions right now, and I want to highlight one right now. Do I need a business Facebook page? I already have it for executive recruiting, that kind of thing. The answer is no. But we're going to answer those kind of things. I will tell you that what we're walking through next week is we're walking you through exactly how to place targeted ads. And we'll take you all the way. You can show up without a Facebook account.
Yeah.
We'll walk you through the entire process. And here's another thing I want to talk about, Kendra, is that while we've curated all this content for taxes, for specialized tax incentive, guys, hear me. This is going to blow up your business. Whatever business, if you're in executive recruiting, if you're in financial services, insurance, whatever the case is, consulting, you can use this to blow up your business, because you're going to go out there and your portal is going to get blown up with thousands and thousands of contacts of people that come in and have watched your videos, have come through and done these things. Then you can talk to them about your other services. Or, Kendra, these are being recorded, and that was one of the other questions I want to address. So they're being recorded, and once you have access to Masterclass, you'll have access to it, including the syllabus, all the tools, all of the posts we're doing. If you want to run that through your tax management business and then come back, put on your other hat, and come along and say, now I want to do all this for my insurance company, that's okay. Rewatch the video with those goggles on and go through the syllabus that's being created with those goggles on, and launch this for the rest of your business line as well. Because, Kendra, those tools and those assets that you talk about, you and Zoe and the marketing team, placing an ad, once you have that skill set, you can go place an ad for your insurance business.
Exactly. And I want to add that, Ryan, we have never been here at GMG the type of people who say, we're going to teach you how to do this, but you can only use it for GMG. No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
How ridiculous would that be? We want to see you successful. We want to see you successful in specialized tax incentives, but we want to see you successful across the
We've
board.
always said we are a door opener. That's
Exactly.
what we are.
That's what we are intended to be. And everything you learn in the masterclass is going to carry over into all of your business. We're going to have some more experts on. We're going to have special speakers on. I can't like go into everything because there's so much. Those of you who've been around for a while, you remember the old SWAT groups, right?
Yeah.
They were great. This is SWAT on steroids.
Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We've got about 2 minutes left. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to access everything. And then we're going to hang around for Q&A. So if you have questions, Heather, start promoting those. And we'll hang around for kind of an impromptu Q&A. But for anybody that's got to get off the line, I want to show you how to access these. Okay. So here's your action plan. You need to enroll in Masterclass. It's not automatic. You need to enroll in it. You want to access your premium marketing strategy. This is what that's going to look like. You're going to go to gmg.me/premium. Okay. Now, if you are already in basic or advanced, which the vast majority of you on this call already are, then you're going to see this page right here, and you're going to have access to your videos. You're going to have access to your social posts. You're going to have access to your landing pages, and you're going to be able to sign up at Masterclass. Bad design on my part. The Masterclass is all the way at the bottom. Okay. So you got to scroll down at the bottom and fill that out. And then you're going to get an invite for Masterclass. It's all included. Okay. Most of you are already in. In fact, Kendra, I'd almost say
I can't reiterate that enough.
Is
if
in
you
basic
have been in basic, as like I would say 90% of everybody on this call has been in basic.
Okay, you're already there.
You are already in. You are grandfathered into premium. Don't worry about anything. This is already open to you. Those of you who've never been around, go jump in. See what it's about.
There's
You're able to get access immediately. I do want to say something about enrolling for Masterclass because a couple people have asked. I do need you to enroll.
Yeah,
because
if you've been in basic 10 years, you need to enroll. We need to know who's attending.
Well, I'm making tools for you as a part of the class. I'm not going to spend time making them for thousands of people. I want to know who I'm making it for, and it's going to be tailored for you. So I need you to enroll for Masterclass if you're going to be attending Masterclass. So please do that. Don't just take it for granted you're in. You're able to participate, but enroll so I can build everything out that you need.
If you're not in basic or advanced, you're going to still land on a page that looks just like this, except it's going to ask you to enroll. That's going to unlock all of these things. I don't have time to go through it, but all the things that are part of basic as well, such as your lead credits, your premium scripts. Like, we've had this program for literally over 10 years. So we don't talk about it a lot because pretty much everybody goes into it when they come in. It's $99 a month. You can cancel at any time, that kind of thing.
Nothing's
pretty
changed.
Much everybody's
it's
in
just
it.
Expanded quite a bit. Honestly.
Yeah. All we did was we added a lot to it. So if you've been in basic marketing or advanced marketing for the last 5 years, nope, we're not selling you another program or anything like that. You guys know what we care about is we care about clients, but marketing tools cost money. And, this is part of the co-opt effort that does that. And so, like I said, the vast majority of you, you're going to go to that page. You are already in basic or advanced. You can access that right now. If not, I think would be a good time to get in there, even if it's just for a month, go through Masterclass and then cancel. I don't really. Yes, I just told you sign up for 1 month and then cancel. That's
take the tools and use them.
All I care about is that you go get clients. Like I think when you get in, you're going to like the tools and you're going to want to keep using it. So, Kendra, we're at the top of the hour. That is, I believe, that's my last slide. But what I want to do now, again, gmg.me/premium. It's going to take you over to a portal page that's then going to route you to this page. That's so it grabs your number. If you have any problem, like if you go to gmg.me/premium and you're like, I have no idea what my what my username and password is for the portal, click the support button, and we can help you with that. Or you can click forgot password, that kind of thing. Will we be sending a link for Masterclass? Absolutely. I wish I could show you the Masterclass course site because it is beautiful.
Can you pull up just a quick side view while we? I would love them to see it.
I will show that. Anybody who's got to go, I understand, and you can.
I'll kind of keep talking while you try to do it.
And then we'll do some Q&A. Heather, load us up with some Q&A, and we'll spend a few minutes.
There's a question. I can see Chris's question right here of like, where do we sign up for the class registration. So you can see I just promoted Chris's question on the screen, and right next to his question, there's a black box. So this image that you're looking at is actually the page you'll go to. And if there's either a box at the top that says enroll in masterclass, or just scroll all the way to the bottom, and it's going to be a small black box like that. And it's like 2 questions, and it gets you all enrolled.
Absolutely. So I'll show that now. So what you'll have access to is our masterclass site, where you'll go through and, it kind of talks about this launches next week. That's why it says starts this week. And the courses, of course, you have access to this video, as everyone does. Part 1, building your social presence. Part 2, reaching more clients with explainer videos. Part 3, email campaigns that actually convert. And Part 4, why SMS. These will all be done live, though. So next Thursday, we'll be doing this one, and you'll have access to the page, the curriculum, screenshots on how to do everything on Facebook and on the other social platforms and everything. You'll be able to rewatch that as often as you want. And then, 2 weeks later, we'll go through and we'll do each of these sections every couple of weeks until we've gone through all of them. And then you'll continue to have access to those. It also has direct links to all of your toolbox, as well as an ability for you to contribute and kind of come out and be a guest speaker. Although right now, for this initial, myself, Kendra, Zoe, who's our marketing director, and Clark Stover, who's our director of specialized tax, will be the core contributors, to this page and to
I
these
do want to
sessions.
mention, so many of you have gone over. We're already at like over 1,000. So at the page to get your premium, if your page isn't loading, just be patient and try it back in like 5 or 6 minutes or 3 minutes or something. It's just because everybody's trying to get on at the same time. No worries. It just means everybody's trying to get in at the same time. Just be patient and reload in a little bit. Okay.
Gotcha. Thank you. I will pull that up as well. Of course, that always happens on national calls because everybody's trying to
Well,
go to
it's
the
because
phone.
everybody rushes over there and it's getting hit all.
And it does route through our portal. Our portal's internal. It's not as robust as like our client sites and things like that. So it hits some bandwidth issues and things like that.
Yeah,
It
IT is
happens.
monitoring it, and they said, yep, it is taking a little bit for the page to load. Just be patient. Give it about 30, 40 seconds. If not, return in a few minutes. It should be fine.
Yeah, don't just keep clicking refresh or anything like that. So that will take you through, and you can go through all the everything. So you'll get access to this next week. And
Isn't that beautiful, you guys?
to,
Look at that course page. I was a little jealous because Ryan did this one kind of on his own and on the fly. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's beautiful.
yeah, well, what's even better is the content that's behind it. Again, what
Exactly.
these will look like, you'll come here, and for this week 1, you'll go in there, and just like you're watching a live broadcast right now, these won't be on YouTube or Facebook. They'll be actually embedded into the page. It'll be a small group call just for those that are attending. But it'll have right below it on the screen, it'll have the syllabus, the ads we want you to post that week. We're not just saying, here's a bunch of ads, go do it. It's more like a weekly course we'll all do together. Like we'll say, okay, today we're going to go target restaurants. And so, here's the restaurant ad, or pick your favorite. Here's the messaging. And then we're going to actually show you on screen and walk you through. Zoe's going to take you through how to promote it, how to choose your target region, how to choose your target, company size, and all those things. And Facebook ads, guys, are so cheap. By the way, you don't have to pay to boost these. You can just do it without the boost side. It's just, I think you're going to want to when you see, you can literally throw a few bucks at, ad space and make great money. So we're doing all that live, but if you can't attend, that's okay. You just come back and you watch, or you might want to rewatch a section for later. But it is going to be more of a course than a webinar.
I want to show an appreciation comment. Al said the content is excellent and shows the value that we bring. And I appreciate that, Al, because we definitely put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money behind our marketing. And then when we offer it to you, it's so that that professional image goes on to you. And that's what you're presenting, because you guys are professionals. You're amazing partners, you're amazing advisors, and you do such an amazing job that we kind of have to be on the level as well and provide you with these additional tools that kind of just continue to build you up